Ever since I made the decision of, at least for the time being, keeping my head out of my marketing agency, my mind has become pretty free-flowing, and it really feels great. The other thing that's, pretty much not so great is that my income went down from, a lot to not so a lot. So about 3 months ago, I made the conscious decision, I can't talk anymore today for whatever reason, conscious decision of leaving my marketing agency kind of behind, not paying myself anymore, kind of getting my head completely out of that. And it's kind of weird because it was my main bread and butter for the past 2 years. That was my main chunk of income. That was basically who I was. And now I was here standing there with pretty much zero income for the time being about 2 to 3 months ago. Kind of forcing myself to start from scratch. I recently bought a car, got to pay for my car, airplane. Well, I like to travel a lot. For example, a couple of days I was in Barcelona for about a week to try out, to figure out whether, I could live there during the winter, figure out some stuff to live there. Plus, since I'm kind of taking a break from the marketing agency, me being a marketer in a marketing agency, CEO, whatever you might want to call that, needing a lot of time for myself, as you might know, finding myself in the way. I'm still able to survive right now with actually not so much work to do. How's that possible, you ask? Well, passive income, my friends. And I feel like this thing gets thrown around a lot, and I feel like there's a lot of misconceptions about this magical word of the so-called passive income. Disclaimer, of course, I'm not a guru that's trying to sell you something that you don't need. Actually, I just want to show you my ways. I want to break down how I was able to generate those streams of passive income pretty much from scratch within 2 months so that you can basically do that too. Obviously, I do have some more income streams right now that are non-passive. So for this video, of course, we're just going to focus on the passive income streams, So we're going to get into that so that you can actually do the same. Because as you can see, I've done it from scratch, kind of from scratch. Of course, I have an audience, but some of you have an audience as well, probably even a bigger one. Now, I do have a lot of clients tell me, the best situation that I want, Dominic, is I want to get as much money as possible and not work for it. And, obviously, right? People saying that it's super easy and just throw some links in there and that's all about you have to do. Just put some affiliate links in your Instagram bio and that's it. Obviously, that's not going to work. We're going to get into all these things in a minute. But anyway, I figured, at least for myself, that these things take a lot of practice. They take some time. In my case, about a month to 2 months until I started seeing some real results picking up and seeing this whole snowball effect sooner than later, which is why you should start sooner than later because, the more time progresses, the more the snowball's going to get bigger. And of course, you need some processes to automate this whole thing because, true passive income is stuff that where you don't have to do anything anymore. And my system that I have running in place, or my systems are my passive income systems right now, they're not 100% passive, and everybody who tells you that is probably full of BS. What I figured out is if you want to build something sustainable, some sustainable income for the next years to come, you're at least going to have to put in some work, every now and then. It's never going to be 100% passive. Obviously, there's some exceptions to that rule, but we're not gonna focus on those exceptions because we want to replicate this thing for all of you guys. Anyway, before we dive into the more or less 4 different ways and streams of passive income that I built within the past 2 months, I have to say that each one of those systems more or less follows kind of the same process. Meaning, first of all, it starts with the traffic. The traffic has to come from somewhere. Obviously, if you watch my channel, you're trying to build some audience online. So it comes from Instagram, for example, YouTube, Pinterest, TikTok, whatever it might be. Then you put this traffic through some subsystem, whatever that might be, funnels, for example, marketing automation, whatever. And obviously there's some sort of offer somewhere at the end so that you get paid at the end, which is what you want to do here, obviously, passively, because you're also lazy. You don't want to do the work. But actually, me too. at some points, okay? And actually, the more of those different systems that you have, which are all my income streams, my passive income streams that we're gonna get into a second, the easier it is to diversify this whole thing, the easier it is to create laser-focused content based around those streams. Because one important thing I figured out is, and a lot of people say the exact opposite, it seems like on the internet, is that you just, you know, you have an audience, you have an Instagram profile, for example, and you just put in your links, or a YouTube channel, you just put in your links in your description and kind of hope for the best, and look at there, the Amazon affiliate links, for example, you're gonna get passive income. People are gonna buy through your links, and that's great. That's not gonna work, or usually, let me just say it like that, it is gonna work for a certain amount of people. And usually the people that teach these things are huge bloggers, huge influencers, huge YouTubers, whoever. And of course it works for them because they have a lot of numbers. They have a lot of people to click that link, and of course, because there's a lot of people, it's gonna pan out. There's gonna be a certain percentage of those people actually buying through their link. But here's the thing, you would have to have a whole lot of people clicking on that link, which you probably can't because you don't have that huge of an audience. Even I don't have a huge of an audience. I tried to do that a year ago, doing through the Amazon affiliate links, and just randomly posting it in there. Guess what? I made like $3 or $10 in the past 2 years. A whole example for that would be the links in my YouTube description down there. There's some of them are affiliate links, of course. Let's just go down to this random link that I see right there, which is the Expert Secrets book. Random link somewhere, book, put it in a couple of months ago. Guess what? I've never really mentioned it. It's just in there for the people who are interested. And in 6 months, I got about 600 clicks. And guess what? I think I have one sale or something like this from this. So not really, you can't really do anything with that. But if you go, for example, to a specific video that has a system in place, for example, my hashtag video, my latest hashtag video, where I talk about a super specific topic. And I have a link down in the description about a software that is super linked towards hashtags, which is Hashtag, which is an amazing software, which I endorse, which is why I have that in there. Boom, all of a sudden, almost 19,000 link clicks, which results, we're going to get into how much money that makes me. So, this just goes to show that people don't just, randomly click on links. They need a purpose. 5 years ago, 10 years ago, of course, that was, all you had to do. Just spam your link somewhere. Perfect passive income. I'm sure still people are doing the same, generating some passive income just from some old content that they put out there. But, right now, everything has got to have some sort of purpose behind it. Meaning in our case, because we're social media people, content marketing, the content has to align with whatever offer that you put out there. Ideally, it has to be some evergreen content, but I don't want to confuse you too much. So let's break down all of my income streams that I built within the past 60 days. Some of them been going on a little bit longer, but I'd say 80 to 90% I've built from scratch since September 2019. So my first passive income stream is affiliate marketing. And for example, we talked about it, the hashtag software, which I really endorse, and this is one thing that I really want you to understand. Really only put out affiliate stuff that is not only beneficial to your users, that you use yourself ideally, that you really think is great. Because if people are going to notice if you just want to, spam some links for the sake of getting some money out of them, if it's not a good product, whatever, and people are going to notice that, and it's going to hurt your whole brand. Anyway, so now, for example, hashtags, right now, I believe I earn around $600 per month through that offer, which is, basically 1 or 2 videos with that link, but with a purpose. I do have, of course, other affiliate offers that I, for example, promote on some of my YouTube videos, on some in my mailing list, for example, or for my clients, through some other stuff through my clients, stuff like that. One of them is making me about $1,200 per month, as you can see right here. Another one is making me about $30 a month. But here's the thing, it adds up. And when I first started out, for me, the greatest thing was making money online that would pay, for example, for my Netflix subscription. There's something weird with the tripod. interesting. By the way, if you want me to go over my affiliate marketing strategies, which, you know, are basically just figured out by myself, if you want me to create videos based around that, you know, just drop me a comment down below. And don't forget to hit subscribe, by the way, because, you know, I'm happy to make some videos about that. So next thing is YouTube ad revenue. I recently did a video on how much 1 million views brought me on YouTube. And, you know, here's the thing, it fluctuates a bit. Last month, for example, my YouTube ad revenue was $988.51, which is actually not so bad. And here's the thing, you know, like I said, not all of the systems are really passive, seeing as, you know, it takes a hell of a lot of time to create YouTube videos. But right now, I did some analyzing, and I think about 50% of my YouTube ad revenue comes from old videos. In that sense, evergreen videos, what I would call it, meaning videos that are always being searched, always being found. And, you know, they constantly keep going, which means it just can't add up over time. You know, it gets more and more over time. Now, of course, this whole YouTube second stream of having YouTube ad revenue, it's a long-term thing. It takes first of all, it takes a long time until you're actually there of getting your account monetized. You have to have certain metrics, you know, watch time hours and 1,000 subscribers, stuff like that. But here's the thing, even if I stop making videos right now, I still continue to, I'd say get about 50% of the money that I get right now from YouTube. So if you're contemplating about starting a YouTube channel, you know, do it right now, and in a year from now, write me a comment and say, damn, it was worth it, because I'm 100% sure that it actually is worth it. Right, so my third stream is basically program sales of my entry-level Instagram course out there, and basically it teaches people how to start over on Instagram, the main foundations of growing a organic Instagram profile without the follow whatever. And, you know, apart from the work that I initially had to put it together and some updates that come, you know, every other month, I'd say it's pretty much passive, this whole thing. You know, it just runs, it keeps running through my organic traffic, through the link that you're probably going to see right down on this video and on a lot of other videos. And in the last month, I made about $5,000 from it. You know, I know the screenshot right now that you're going to see says 3,300 euros. You know, I don't even know how to change that. But here's the thing, this screenshot is from credit card sales, and about a third to even a half of the sales come in through PayPal, which is not factored in right here. I do have some other online programs which are not so passive, for me at least, so we're not gonna focus on them right now. The last passive income stream that I have is my agency services, and even though, you know, I'm virtually out of my marketing agency, I technically still am the owner, and there's technically still some money coming in. You know, I'm telling you how it is. I'm not paying myself that right now. We're sustaining the whole office, for example. I'm planning some great stuff at the office, you know, if you know what that is, with the white wall in the background. And we have some stuff that's still running. For example, the ghost follower removal program. We rent out some 4G proxies, really high quality, state-of-the-art proxies for, you know, social media marketing, whatever. And I basically have people handle all of that. So pretty much I don't have to do anything apart from, you know, the initial work that I put in anyway years ago to months ago. And, you know, like I said, we're just trying to break even with that for the time being. You know, I don't have headspace for that right now. But right now it would have been for me, my part, about $2,000 a month. Like I said, I'm not paying myself that, but still, it would be there. Now, of course, there's a lot of other possibilities to create passive income streams. The easiest, in my opinion, if you have some sort of an audience, creating either some sort of product, digital product for yourself, or finding some affiliate offers, more affiliate offers, creating content based around that. Anyway, so here, that's it. I figured I just wanted to be super transparent in this video, share the stuff that I've basically built from scratch, just to show you that you can actually do that too. It took me about 60 days to get to that level that I am right now. You know, and just to say, it's especially on the internet, it's possible. So much is possible on the internet. Have fun replicating all these things. Have fun, you know, figuring out what I do, how you can do it, how you can use it for yourself. My name's Dominic. I'll see you in a couple of days. I tell you a story in a couple of days of how I actually got sued. Yeah. Yeah, I got sued.